Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you are the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate by automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged, episode 527. Today, we're going to talk to Brett about switching screens and some of those things. But before we get into that, I'd like to give a big shout out to our two sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. Their gift to you, my gift to you, is they're going to give you now $350 off. They've increased the discount to Coach Unplugged members. So make sure you mention that while it lasts. And then also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is what allows us to keep these podcasts going. It is a lot of work to keep them going 5 days a week, but also as a community of like-minded coaches just like you. So go over and check that out. All right, let's head over to the podcast.
How's it going, Coach?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. So I was wanting to talk about switching screens on defense.
Okay.
We have we've been really good defensively, but this year I have a big kid that's athletic enough to guard guards. I think it's a good challenge for him because he's like either a D2 or a D1 guy, low-level D1 guy, probably going to end up actually going to JUCO. But I think it would be a challenge that he would get into as well.
Right.
Of like, hey, this is what college coaches want.
Right.
But we've never switched 1 through 5. Like we've never.
Well, it's easy if you can switch one. I just got off a call with another coach because I love switching. I just switch everything. I think it makes it easier. But I have a little point guard this year that I can't. I mean, I just can't do it because they'll isolate him. So we'll switch everything but him, and we'll teach him how to jam and forearm and do all that kind of stuff. If everyone knows they're switching all the time, it's super easy because but you got to teach them to talk through it.
So what cues do you use? So like I was looking at, we've always used this talk, touch, take, or talk, touch, deny.
Yeah,
pretty much what you've done.
Yep, that's the exact same thing. And then it's like the problem we've had with switches with them not doing it is that that talk is not happening. Mm-hmm. Like there's that miscommunication, like the fog of war, where things think that they're happening and they're not. And it's like that's where the always switching is easier, because if you didn't switch and there was a screen, then you both messed up because we always switch everything.
And I would say the other thing, what do you do with matchups then? Because we've always been a huge matchup team. We take a ton of pride in knowing everything. And then it's like we're going to be all over the place all game, which I'm fine with. Some of my other coaches are losing it, that we're not going to be able to play defense.
There's a little bit like – so that's some of the issues I've had with it too is I believe that if you've got a couple guys that can stop the best players in their team, you'll always win. I do believe matchups are huge. So what we'll do is we'll teach them how to switch back whenever we get the opportunity. Because I got that one. I usually have one guy that starts. It's going to be my lockdown guy, and he's going to stop the all-state kid on the other team all the time. But then they'll set screens and we'll switch, which is fine. There tends to be plenty of opportunities for them to switch back. So that's what we work a lot on that. Like, when can you switch back? How do you switch back? Especially if they're running something, all that kind of stuff. And then we will have the no switch. Like we're not going off the kid that's going, we're not switching off the kid that's going to Duke kind of thing. We're just not doing that. So then we have to teach them what I was telling them about my point guard about, forearm, don't let them get to space. You can step over it. You'll be fine. We'll make, because everyone in the gym is going to be watching him. So we'll all be helping kind of thing. So that I do that. That's the only drawback. But if you've got 5 guys that are all athletic and can play, then it's a challenge. That's kind of the thing too. It's like, well, we got to do this all together. So
we just got our sectional. So I'm in Illinois, and we just got our sectional. We moved down to 3A.
Okay.
It's been really good in 4A. We're like, man, this is going to be awesome. And we got like the hardest, most diverse sectional, maybe the best sectional in the entire state of any level. We drew I think we could have Morgan Park. We could have Bogan. Bennett is in ours. They've been second in state multiple times. And it's like, so we have every style.
And you have do you have diverse types, styles too?
Yeah. And that's like, some of those are city teams. We're like, we're going to have to be able to do some different stuff. Like, we're not going to be able to just play pack line. We're not going to be able to pressure. But our whole conference is like that. There's teams that aren't even good, but they thrive in pressure. So we just get back, pack in the lane, like make them beat us from the 3-point line.
Right.
So that's always, so we have to be able to do some diverse stuff. But
well, if you're going to win the whole thing, if you're going to be competitive and win the thing, you got to be able, because someone's always going to be in that trail that's going to cause you some change up.
Yeah. And we were hoping we were going to go west towards DeKalb, Rockford area and go 3A, which would have been very favorable, but we went towards the city.
Oh, gosh.
And, it's like I might petition to go back to 4A. I think it was easier in 4A than what we have in 3A. The only other thing I was going to say is we're looking – I know last time we talked, we were talking about secondary break, and you were talking about just pushing the ball really hard, reversing. I was looking at I went and talked to a coach at Aurora University, and he came from the state of Washington, and he gave me something I'm tempted to try. They're an old school dribble drive, like the old Vance Wahlberg stuff, and they just hit that reverse guy like on the run, and he goes, that guy just sets the record for free throw shot every year because they just punch with a drive. Right.
So we've been working on this as a staff, and we're basically setting times. We're gonna try to set time stretches of 3 seconds here, 6 seconds here, drive there. So you're saying the guy that gets the first look is gonna go to attack the rim
on the reverse.
On the reverse.
They reverse when everybody knows he's hard drive to the rim, and he's like, they just foul constantly, and we might not have a point guard this year. So I'm going to have like 5 shooting guards, which you can play that way. That's fine. It'll be good for shooting. It's going to be interesting.
Well, no, but then here's my theory, and I wish I'd have done this the last couple, is I think when you only have 1 or 2 guys that can handle the ball, you got to almost get it up before they can set anything up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I think sometimes we as coaches, it's like, well, they're going to pressure us. Well, we should push it. We think we should take our time and set up our press break. It's like, I think it's the other way, to be honest with you. I think you got to get it up before they can press you.
Because my best guard is he's a really good shooter. They're going to be, if teams aren't just going to let him walk it up the floor, they're going to
they're going to work it too.
Guard,
yeah. And then
nobody else wants to play point guard. My other point guard disappeared. It's okay. We're going to have just a team of guards here.
But it's like if you got guys that are competent, all they got to do is make 1 or 2 dribbles and pass it up if people are sprinting. So it's like You don't have to
Do
do
you
this.
do you have nearest guy take the ball out of bounds? Or
I do. And especially if I don't have a big, I have nearest guy get it in, and then I got two guys going elbow extended, just going out, and then boom, we're off.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, so here's something to think about. I haven't pulled the trigger on this one. We're thinking when we're closing out, we're thinking of, depending on who it is, close out long. So they're going to close out and they're going to keep going. Because I got some bigs down below that are going to be able to get the rebound. So we're going to close out hard, and then we're whoever you are, if you're on the wing, we're going to set a spot on the floor. But if you close out, then you're going to go. You're gone. So that's going to freak teams out, because it's like, oh crap, do I have to send somebody back because he just closed out and now he's gone? Now I got some aircraft carriers that can clean up the mess, but
and it's bad. It's unbelievable how bad people are at transition defense.
Oh, it's horrible.
Like, it's our focus every game, but like, there's people I'm like, that's a good coach. It's a good program. They just gave up 40 points in transition. If they would have just not given up
transition
points, they would have won. And
they
didn't ever realize that's the only way the other team was scoring.
And the part of it is too, I think, here's my theory is like, and I just saw this in our football game you got to be in shape, man. Like no tomorrow. And the thing is, I'll play bodies, but it's like, you got to be able to go, because the other teams will crumble the second half. About halfway through that third, if they're not in shape, it ain't. And we play longer than you guys, because we play halves now. So you got to be able to go.
So you guys went from quarters to halves.
Yeah. The flow of the game totally changed. I wasn't sure. It makes me play more kids. It has forced me. It's basically the college game. No one plays up 40 minutes of a college game. They play 32. So now I'm literally like, I gotta pull kids out and I gotta rest them. Like at some point,
and you play 16-minute halves, or play? Okay.
So
now here's another question for you. At the lower levels, what do you guys play time-wise for quarters?
We play halves. So we play 30. We got 4 extra minutes. So we play actually 30. We play 18-minute halves. So 36 at the varsity, and it's 16 at JV and down below.
That's a weird thing in Illinois. Like the Chicagoland area does 7-minute quarters. Everywhere else does 8 for lower levels. And that's, I don't know.
It's one of my arguments about the shot clock. It's like, if you're going to do it, let's do it for everybody. They were going to do it in Wisconsin, but they were just going to do it for varsity. I go, that's stupid. If you're going to do it, let's do it. That's fine. The game's changing. But it's like, you didn't make the 3-pointer for only high school varsity. It's like, let them get used to playing 8-minute quarters. It's not that much longer.
We were going to have it, and then Chicago put down that it was going to cost, I forget how many $1 million for them to put it in at all their schools, and they're broke. Yeah. And the IHSA kind of hit the brakes on it.
Well, and the problem is, I'm telling you, is getting people to run it effectively. It's harder than you think.
Some of the city schools we go and play, it's like you got to have somebody in charge of watching the scoreboard. And they're not trying to cheat or anything, but it's like somebody that's never ran it before.
Right. They just grab somebody. And the shot clock rule thing is you got to know, and first of all, how do you know if it hit the rim?
Yeah.
I don't know. So, all right, Coach, anything else?
No, I think that's it. And
when do you guys start?
We start November 11th with practice.
Okay, so you're a week before us. Okay.
We
So you're 40. You're 40 plus days. We're at 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got my schedule finally finished. I think we're going all the way to Sterling for a Martin Luther King tournament, which is practically by you guys.
Oh God, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it is. We got out of them in the past because it was just so hard.
Right.
We grinded. We had multiple guys playing 30 minutes a game, and it just killed us. But now we can play 30 games, and I don't want to go into a regional 5 games behind other people.
Right. You need to be able to make the argument that your seed is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Have a good one.
See ya. Bye. Hey, Coach, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you leave a review. We really do love those written reviews. Those 5-star ones are the best. 1 stars, you can forget to do it. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Not only is it resources and handouts and videos, it's a little bit of everything for a coach that wants to get better. So go over and check it out. Also, down below, click our Amazon link, and that helps us with our hosting fees. I think the little things that come up with running a podcast.